Hello, friend. Are you struggling to spot a narcissist on a first date? You're not alone. Have you ever gone on a date that felt like an emotional roller coaster? The kind where everything seems perfect at first, but halfway through you're like, wait, what? Well, don't worry. I've got you covered. Today I'm going to break down 6 key signs that will help you spot a narcissist before things go way too far. Plus, stay tuned till the end because I'm going to share a super easy way to protect yourself from getting swept up. So let's dive in. Story number 1. Picture this. I'm sitting across from a guy who looks amazing on paper. He's charming, funny, and attractive. But then the conversation takes a weird turn. We're talking about hobbies, and all of a sudden he says, I'm amazing at everything I do. I never fail at anything. I'm basically perfect. I remember blinking at him. Wait, what? I laughed awkwardly, hoping that he was joking, but nope, he was dead serious. He genuinely believed that he was flawless. I mean, no one's perfect, right? And that right there, my friend, is a big red flag. Narcissists have this inflated sense of self-worth, and they will not hesitate to tell you how perfect their lives are. It's all about their successes, their accomplishments, and their superiority. And let me tell you, if everything revolves around them, your needs or feelings are hardly a priority, both now and later on in the relationship. This is a classic narcissist move, building themselves up at the expense of others. What is a narcissist? A narcissist is a person with an excessive sense of self-importance. They crave admiration and often lack empathy for others. They are the star of their own show, and everyone around them is just an extra in their plot. When you're dating someone like this, you might notice that they never really ask about you. They're too busy telling you how amazing they are. Sounds like fun, right? Well, it's not. But don't worry, I've got the antidote for this toxic behavior, and we'll dive into that later. Sign number 1, the grand entrance. Narcissists love to make an entrance. If you're on a date and they're bragging about their job, talking about how they know famous people, or dropping a ton of names right away, that's a big, flashing red light. It's like they're walking on stage, hoping everyone in the room notices their fabulousness. They thrive on attention and need to be the center. They'll do anything to capture the spotlight. And if you're not giving it to them, expect some passive-aggressive behavior. Sign number 2, excessive self-praise. Narcissists love to talk about their accomplishments, their career successes, or how talented they are. And here's the thing, this isn't a little brag here and there. No, this is all they talk about. You might say something about your day that excites you, and they'll turn the conversation into a competition. It's like you can't get a word in because everything has to circle back to them. Suddenly, your little victories don't compare to their grand feats, and that's your sign to check out emotionally. You don't want to be stuck in a one-sided conversation where your worth is measured by how you compare to them. Story number 2, the me, myself, and I date. Okay, picture this. I once went on a date with someone who spent the entire evening talking about his career. They went on and on about how everyone at work loved them, how they were the best at what they do, and how their boss was constantly showering them with praise. So I tried to share some exciting news of my own, something I was really excited about, like this podcast. And guess what? They turned it into a competition. It wasn't enough to just listen and celebrate with me. No, they had to one-up me with something like, well, that's cute, but I did XYZ and saved my company $1 million. It was at that moment that I realized I wasn't on a date. I was in the audience of a Narcissist 101 class. Sign number 3, the lack of empathy. This is a huge one. Narcissists struggle with empathy. You could be telling them about something really painful you're going through, but they'll brush it off. They might even say something like, oh, that's not a big deal. You'll be fine. And then boom, they'll turn the conversation right back to themselves. They're so wrapped up in their own drama that your feelings are an afterthought. It's like your emotions are just background noise to their spotlight. Story number 3, the "it's all about me" birthday disaster. Let me tell you a wild story from a friend of mine. She was dating a guy and everything seemed perfect at first. But then the conversation took a turn. They were talking about birthdays, and my friend mentioned her upcoming milestone birthday, her 30th. Immediately, this guy cut her off. He said, "Well, my birthday's coming up and I expect the best birthday party anyone could have." It was supposed to be a fun conversation about her big 3-0, but instead, he made it all about his birthday. It was a clear sign that his needs and wants came first and everyone else, including her, was secondary. I'm not sure I would want to be in a relationship with somebody like that. But anyway, sign number 4, the manipulation game. Narcissists are experts at manipulation. If they feel like a date isn't going the way they want, they pull out all the stops. Maybe they'll start making you feel guilty by saying things like, "I've been waiting for someone special like you," or "no one ever understands me." It's a classic move designed to make you feel responsible for their happiness. But here's the thing, you're not responsible for their emotional state. If someone is trying to manipulate your emotions, that's your cue to get out. Sign number 5, the love bombing technique. This one is sneaky. Narcissists often use love bombing to win you over on a first date. They'll shower you with compliments, attention, and affection. You feel like the most special person in the world until you don't. Once they've got you hooked, though, the love bombing stops. They'll slowly start revealing their true self-centered nature. It's a tactic to get you emotionally invested quickly so they can control the pace of the relationship. Sign number 6, the "I'm always right" mentality. They're never wrong. If you disagree with them or challenge something they say, get ready for a defensive reaction. If they can't control the conversation, they'll control your feelings. So don't waste your energy trying to win an argument with them. It's a never-ending cycle. What's the fix? So now that we know the signs, how do we protect ourselves from these narcissistic traps? Here's the game plan. Number 1, pay attention to self-talk. If they're talking about themselves 90% of the time and you barely get a word in, that's your first red flag. Narcissists need constant validation. Number 2, notice how they treat others. Lack of empathy is a huge red flag. Number 3, set boundaries. If they start manipulating or guilt-tripping, recognize it and stand firm. Don't let them pull you into their drama. Number 4, don't rush the relationship. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of the affection, also known as love bombing, slow down. Take your time and really get to know them before making any big decisions. Number 5, don't argue with them. If they always have to be right, don't waste your time. It's not about resolving conflicts, it's about their need to win. And number 6, trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Your instincts are so important. If something's wrong, listen to that inner voice. All right, that's it for today's episode of Couch Tales: Why We Do What We Do. I hope you feel more empowered to spot those narcissistic red flags the next time you're out on a date. Stay tuned for the next episode and check out my channel for more good tips. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, you deserve a relationship that makes you feel seen, heard, and valued, not just a prop in someone else's story. Go ahead and click on the next episode.